Welcome to GOA365 English News Bulletin. I'm Anjali and these are the headlines. Out of 20,345 students that appear for the SSC exams, 18,869 or 92.5% students pass, majority of them girls once again. CCP moves to try and convince people not to use plastic. A cyclethon which is open to the public on the 3rd and a beach cleaning drive on the 5th will be held. The monsoon assembly session will begin on 11 July and its tenure will be around 15 to 30 days, says Speaker Ramesh Tawardkar. And now for the news in detail. The Goa board declared the SSC results today. The 20,345 students appeared for the exam, out of which 18,869 students passed, a pass percentage of 92.75%.
10,359 boys appeared, out of which 9,491 or 91.62% passed. 9,986 girls appeared, out of which 9,378 or 93.91% passed.
And this year 20,345 students had appeared for this examination. 18,869 passed the examination and the result is 92.75%. This is the gender-wise result. Boys 10,359, 9,491 appeared, 51 are placed in reserve category because of non-compliance of internal assessment marks or practical marks or change in subject. And for boys the result is the pass percentage is 91.62. Girls, they are less in numbers, 9,986 and 9,378 cleared this examination with the pass percentage of 93.91. Overall it is 92.75. Once again girls, they have outshone this performance, 93.91. This is the another three category which had taken this examination: private candidate, ITI candidate and repeater candidate. Private candidate, for the first time they were covered under the internal assessment scheme. Otherwise they used to answer the examination by studying at their own, but to facilitate them to answer this examination in a better way, we had opened the examination center, schools in every taluka, and that is how this private candidate, they were answering their internal examination, and 152 had answered, 56 have passed this examination. The pass percentage is 36.84. ITI candidates, after completing the ITI course of 2 years, sometimes they join after 8th class or maybe 9th class. So to get the equivalency of class 10, they have to answer or clear 2 subjects, first language one and any other second language. So under that category 37 candidates had appeared, 25 cleared, and the result is 67.57%. The repeater number that you can see is a less one because many of them have cleared in the 2021. So 38 appeared, 13 passed, and the pass percentage is 34.21. For the ITI, the purpose is to pursue the higher education, or for the job purpose they can get this equivalence certificate.
Sham Chari for GOA365 from Porvorim.
The monsoon assembly session will begin on 11th of July and its tenure will be around 15 to 30 days. Since many MLAs are newly elected, there will be a 2-day training program regarding the functioning of the House before the session commences, Speaker Ramesh Tawardkar said.
The first Legislative Assembly session of the new government was held in April when Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant tabled the budget. There was no question hour or 0 hour during the session. When questioned about it, the Speaker answered by saying this assembly session would be a lengthy one so that newly elected MLAs could get an opportunity to raise issues. Before this year's assembly elections, sessions were restricted to 2 to 3 days.
monsoon session या सनी साधारणशः 11 तारखेच्यान सुरू जातलें, 11 जुलय पासून सुरू जातलें. ताजे बुलेटिन्स हे साधारणशः आमी 8-9च्यान सुरू जातलो आनी ताजे संदर्भात डिटेल जाय आसा जाल्यार केल्या तरी 11 जुनाचे उपरांत प्रयत्न आसा एक लेंथी सेशन आसचें.
एक महिन्याचे आसतले
एक लेंथी सेशन आसलें. लोकांक सगळ्या आमदारांक नवीन आसा तांकां योग्य तरेचे तांकां आपले विशय मांडपा खातीर मेळचे असो म्हजो प्रयत्न आसा. ताज्या पयलें 7 आनी 8 तारखेर जे नवीन आमदार आसा, आज विधानसभेक सादारणशे 19 आमदार नवीन आमदार आसा. त्यामुळे तांकां विधानसभेच्या कामकाजा संदर्भात जे आसा न्ही ट्रेनींग जे आसा न्ही आमी 2 दीस दिवपाच्या संदर्भांतलो चालू आसा. ते अपेक्षा केन्ना तरी फुलकाय आपयतले आमी सगळे आनी योग्य तरेन सगळो आमदार बाकी जे आसा ते तांकां प्रशिक्षण मेळचें आसा. ट्रेनींग जे आसा न्ही की म्हाळगी प्रबोधिनी जी आसा पुण्याची संस्था आसा जी अशा प्रकारची हेच ट्रेनिंगच घेता तांकां आमी हायर केल्लें आसा.
William Rodriguez for GOA365 from Panaji.
Till date, nearly 500 people were permanently employed at MOPA. 100% of them paid NAKAs, Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant said while rubbishing claims of giving jobs to only those from Sakri. The Chief Minister was addressing media on 8 years of Modi government at the centre. Here's more.
While the upcoming MOPA airport is nearing completion, the issue of employment at the airport has raised many questions. Listen.
आज स्टील डेट अपॉइंटमेंट जाल्या पयलीं 500 पेक्षा चड भुरग्यांची परमनंट एम्प्लॉयमेंट जाली. 100% पेडणेकार आहा. हांवें व्हेरीफाय केला. 100% पेडणेकार आसा. 500 पेक्षा चड अपॉइंटमेंट जाली हा. 200 जाण फक्त ते फायरमॅन थंय लागता पळय न्ही 200 जाण पेडणेकार आतां पर्यंत रिक्रूट जाल्या. आनी आतां उरलेले 500 रिक्रुटमेंट जाल्या. म्हाका दिसता ह्या दिसांनी केन्ना तरी आमी तांकां तेंची अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर्स दिवपाचे आसा. 100% पेडणेकार. म्हाका संवय ना ती.
Sawant also urged all eligible citizens in the state to get their booster doses administered. Listen.
फक्त येता त्या 5 तारखेक वॅक्सिनेशनचे प्रोग्राम व सगळ्या प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटरांनी खूब मोठ्या प्रमाणात आमी स्पेशल कॅम्प दवरलेले आसा. ज्यांच्यांनी आपलो दुसरो डोस घेवन 9 म्हयने पुराय जाले तांच्यांनी वचून आपलो बुस्टर डोस घेवचो. 60 वर्सां वयले फ्रंटलायन वर्कर्स तुमी सुद्दां येता भितर, हेल्थ वर्कर येता, फ्रंटलायन वर्कर ह्या सगळ्या जाणांनी आपलो येता त्या 5 तारखे दिसा आयतारा आपलो बुस्टर डोस मुद्दामून वचून आमच्या नियर बाय प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटराचेर घेवचो. सगळी कडेन फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट एवेलेबल आसा. मुद्दामून तुमी सगळ्यांनी हाजो खूब मोठो अवेरनेस करचो कारण बुस्टर डोस घेवपाची तितकीच गरज आसा. जेका दुसरो डोस घेवन 9 म्हयने पुराय जाले तांणी बुस्टर डोस घेवचो. कोणी पयलो डोस घेवना जाल्यार तांणी पयलो डोस घेवचो. कोणाचो सेकंड डोस उरला जाल्यार सेकंड डोस घेवचो. परत एकदा सगळ्यांनी मोठ्या प्रमाणात जागृताय करपाची गरज आसा. वॅक्सिनेशन हे कंपल्सरी आसा आनी वॅक्सिनेशन सगळ्यांनी मातशें घेवचें ही रिक्वेस्ट. देव बरें करूं.
Sham Chari for GOA365 from Panjim.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Maina Kutturi police arrested one Basavraj Kaki of Moti Dongar Madgaon, a native of Karnataka, for attempting to murder his 13-year-old nephew. 45 years old Kagi pushed the boy into a deep well on the outskirts of Kutturi village. The boy has been admitted in the hospital with serious injuries. Accused has been arrested on attempt to murder charges. Here are the details.
Maina Kuruttarim police have arrested a man for attempting to murder his 13-year-old nephew. The accused, Baswaraj Kagi, had taken his nephew into the forest where he pushed the boy into a deep well in an attempt to kill him. The minor boy, however, climbed out of the wall and was discovered covered in the blood and mud by locals who were quick to call the police. He has since been admitted to hospital. Police are investigating the matter further.
आज आम्ही आसात ते मायना कुर्तरी जे लेप्रोसी हॉस्पिटल आसा ह्या हॉस्पिटलाच्या फाटल्यान आसात. आज हांगा एक इन्सिडेंट जालो की एक काकान आपल्या भावालीक चल्याक काडून ह्या रानाक ह्या जाग्यार साकून आमी दाखयता तुमकां ह्या जाग्यार साकून जवळ 1 किलोमीटर राना भितर आसा. अजूनय थंय वचपा मेळना आमकां कित्याक वेळ जाय तेला आनीक राती जाय तेले कडेन आसा म्हणून आज आमकां थंय वचपा मेळना. ह्या काकान आपल्या भावा चेड्याक ह्या हांगा पयस हाडून बांयक उडयलो आनीक बांयक उडयना तेका एक म्हूण आसा की देव तारी त्याला कोण मारी. हो मायनर भुरगो 13 वर्सांचो जेन्ना हो भुरग्याक केन्ना उडयलो कात उडयलो तो अजूनय आमकां कांयच कळना. इवन पुलिसे सुद्दां इन्फॉर्मेशन अजूनय सारकें मेळना कित्याक पुलीस इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन करतात. जेन्ना ह्या भुरग्याक हांगा उडयतरेक हो भुरगो कस तरी बांयच्यान वयर आयलो आनीक तेणें खंय तरी वाट सोदपाचो प्रयत्न केलो. वाट सोदून तो आज आमी तुमकां दाखयतात ह्या रोडाचेर पावलो त्या टायमार हांगा कोण तरी लोकल थंयच्यान वयताले तेणी ताका पळयलो कित्याक भुरग्याक इंजरी आसली भुरग्याक खुबसो माल लागलो आनी रेब्यान हें जाल्लो म्हणटरेक त्या भुरग्याक विचारले त्या टायमार त्या भुरग्यान तांकां सांगलें की आपल्याक अशें केलां तर गांवच्या लोकांनी हांगा जे लोक थोडेशे ह्या जाग्या वयल्यान बरे पयस रावतात त्या जाग्या वयल्या लोकांनी रोखडो पुलिसेक इन्फॉर्म केले आनी पुलीस ह्या स्पॉटार येयले हांगा स्पॉटार येवन ह्या भुरग्याक रोखडोच तेणी हॉस्पिटलांत व्हेलो आज ताका मडगांव ऑस्पिशियो सांगून बांबोळी धाडले कडेन आसा आनीक मायना कुर्तरी पुलीस आसात हे इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन करतात पूण आज आत्तां मेळ्ळी इन्फॉर्मेशना प्रमाणे काकाक अरेस्ट केले कडेन आसा ताका आतां कोर्टाक व्हरपाची तयारी चल्ले कडेन आसा गोवा 365 खातीर मायना कुर्तरी साकून रमेश नायक रावत.
Yesterday at around 4 p.m. I received a phone call from one of the villagers of the Kurtarim informing that they found one minor boy and he's having the bleeding injuries all over and he is muddy. So immediately we rushed at the spot. We found that boy who is a 13 years minor boy and there was a bleeding injuries on his legs and cheeks and there was mud all over his body. Immediately we shifted him in the hospital. During investigation we come to know that his uncle took him in that jungle and he threw in the one well there. He's around 35 meters in height and thereafter he fled from the spot. We have registered a offence against the uncle under section 8 of Goa Children Act and under section 307 of IPC, that is attempt to murder case, and we have arrested the uncle who is Basavaraj Kagi, age 45 years, who is native of the Karnataka, and further investigation of this case is in progress.
As efforts to move towards sustainable and environmentally friendly lifestyle increase, the UN has declared June 3rd as World Bicycle Day, 2 days after which is the annually celebrated World Environment Day. CCP announced that on these 2 days, a cyclethon will be open to the public on the 3rd and a beach cleaning drive on the 5th.
Both these events will begin at 7 a.m. on their scheduled days. World Environment Day will also see the launch of the AMKA NAKA plastic and NAKA plastic campaign in Panaji Municipal Market. The campaign will run for 21 days starting 5th June and will see volunteers go around distributing upcycled cloth bags to shoppers and vendors alike, encouraging them to begin making the shift to the more eco-friendly option.
Environment Day, which was of course a much needed program. That is starting in the morning itself, starting at Panaji Market, they will be distributing this bag that we just showed you to all the vendors, and we hope to replicate and we're going to give more bags in the days to come. We're going to phase out plastic totally.
The United Nations General Assembly has declared that the 3rd of June will be celebrated as World Bicycle Day to acknowledge the uniqueness, longevity and versatility of the bicycle. This cyclothon will be a landmark event for citizens to come together and adopt cleaner, sustainable mobility options, said Agnello J. Fernandez, CCP Commissioner.
We're trying to encourage cycling as far as possible, and those people who cannot manage a normal bicycle, pedaling bicycle for health reasons or whatever, they can also use e-bikes, e-cycles. So basically our thing is to reduce carbon footing, to reduce the carbon emission and make this more environment free, pollution free, and also besides being pollution free, cycle is a very good form of exercise. We strongly recommend everyone from all walks of life to take part in.
As a Deputy Mayor of CCP, I appeal everyone to participate in 2 programs. One is on the 3rd of the cycling, that will start at around 7 o'clock, and the second one is beach cleaning, that will also start at 7 o'clock on the 5th. I appeal all the people of Panjim to participate in for the program.
William Rodrigues for GOA365 from Panaji.
The Fisheries Department at CUTBONA Jetty is dominated with lots of inconveniences and untidiness. Bali Health Centre has decided to issue notices to them.
Goa Can and Bali Health Centre officials on Wednesday inspected the Fisheries Department and found chemicals being released from the ice plants here. Many areas are filled with stagnating water and small ponds of dirty water. Listen to what Goa Can's Roland Martin has to say.
1st of June, as per the request of Goa Can, the Primary Health Centre Bali had fixed a joint scientific inspection today to see what is the health and sanitation issues presently affecting the area here, as well as to look at the action taken report of the Fisheries Department. In the month of June 2021, the then Deputy Collector, Ma'am Jyoti Kumari, had convened a meeting to take a review, and various points were identified at that meeting, which involved giving a separate room in the fisheries complex, which has been achieved. We have taken note of that today, where the blood samples and other issuing of sanitary cards can be done. Then the auctioning of the boats, removal of the boats that had been sunk. Notice was issued on 30th June 2021, and that entire work has been undertaken, which has been reported today by the Fisheries Department representative. However, there are certain issues which are still pending. For example, the nets which have been abandoned here. We have taken note of all that today. We have also identified some new areas that require attention. One is the ice plant which is functioning here. Since we are also looking at the impact of water and the connection with vector-borne diseases, the Primary Health Center Bali will take necessary follow-up action on what needs to be done at the ice plant, as well as we have also reviewed the situation at the Sulabh 10-seater toilet complex. Now we have found that the overflow has been taking place because the regularity of pumping out the waste has not been happening because of the breakdown of the vehicles. So we have requested them today to prepare a weekly, fortnightly and monthly chart of the removal of the material and usage of their vehicle.
We already started action with club some potential sites also. So no mosquito breeding is found, like a lot of drafts and all. And then wood collection also, some wastewater collection also is there. Okay, some tires. So all these things any cleaning going there. So the health center action later, health officer are correctly health center by, and they will see that it is done and followed up.
Ramesh Naik Raut for GOA365 from CUTBONA.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Fathoda police have arrested 2 accused involved in 2 different kidnapping cases from Bangalore. Both the accused identifies as Dinesh BK from Nepal and Salman Siddiqui from Kerala had kidnapped the minor girls from Goa. They were produced before the JMFC and one-day police custody obtained. Fathoda PI gave details.
Police station we registered a complaint against the accused person Dinesh Giri, who is resident of Kurturi and native of Karnataka, for kidnapping the minor girl of the complainant from his legal guardianship. Upon the information of our sources and under the supervision of our superiors, we apprehended the accused person Dinesh BK, who is a native of Nepal, from Bangalore. The said accused person has been brought at the police station and he has been produced before JMFC court Margao, wherein he has been remanded police custody. Similarly, there is one more kidnapping case which is been committed by accused person Salman Siddiqui, who is a resident of Fathoda and native of Kerala, who has kidnapped the minor girl of the complainant from his legal guardianship. Similarly, the said accused person is also been apprehended at Bangalore and he has been brought at the police station, and further investigation into the said case is being carried out on merit basis. Both the accused persons have been produced before JMFC court for remand.
Now for some sports news. Parents should not think if they put their child in cricket, he will play for IPL one day. In order to do that, there are various steps and at each step he has to perform. Do not criticize them if they do not perform well. Instead, encourage them. Former Goa cricket icon Swapnil Asnorkar told parents of young budding cricketers.
Former Ranji cricketer and former IPL batsman of Rajasthan Royal was the chief guest for the closing ceremony of 21 days summer cricket camp, while another former IPL bowler of Mumbai Indians and president of Margao Cricket Club, Aditya Angle, was guest of honor. The camp was organized by Youth of Kunkolim Sports Club in association with Youth of Murida at Kunkolim Playground. 25 young cricketers have participated in the camp and they received certificates at the hands of the guests.
As a parent, I just request you guys to be that kind of support. की अख्खे जग सुद्धा तुझ्या अगेन्स्ट आला आपण साऊंड पडला. व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट आसा. भुरग्यांक कशें आसता नाल्यार तुमी जर क्रिटिसायज करपाक लागले जाल्यार मागीर ताका तो सपोर्ट खंयसून सोदतलो. भुरग्यांक एक सपोर्ट जाय सगळ्याक. ते खूब यंग आसा. तुम्ही फक्त क्रिकेट एन्जॉय करा. रिझल्ट्साचे चिंतनाका आनी IPL बीन तर सध्या कांयच चिंतनाका कित्याक ते खूब पयस आसा. पयलीं तुमकां आतां चिंतपाक जाय आपूण स्कूल लेवल खेळटलो थंय भरपूर रन्स करतलो, विकेटी काडटलो आनी थंयसून मागीर स्टेट टिमीन येतलो, जावं कॅम्पान येतलो. थंयसून मागीर आपूण आपले मटेरियल प्रूव करीत रावतलो. आपूण थंय सुद्दां परफॉर्म करतलो, थंयसून मागीर सिलेक्ट जातलो. अशें ते एक स्टेप बाय स्टेप चालू आसा. सो भुरग्यांक आतां टीव्ही टेलिव्हिजन एक्सपोजर सगळें मेळटा, इंटरनेट बीन. सो सगळ्यांक दिसता की आपूण तेंडुलकर जावचो, आपूण कोहली जावचो, आपूण बुमराह जावचो, आपूण अशें रोहित शर्मा जावचो अशें सगळ्यांक दिसता. पूण थंय पर्यंत पावपाक भरपूर टायम लागतलो आनी तुमकां तो टायम आसा आमचे कडेन हातीन, एज आसा. डोंट टेक टू मच स्ट्रेस, डोंट थिंक अबाउट द रिजल्ट. कितें आसा पळय शिकतना बीन खेळटाना आनंद घ्या तेजो. ट्राय टू एन्जॉय दॅट गेम. मजा घ्या कित्याक जितले तुमी मजा घेतले तितले तुमचे बेस्ट कितें आसा ते भायर सरतले. आनी चड तर तुमी टेन्शन घेत प्रेशराचेर खेळत जाल्यार तुमी मागीर फोकस दुसरे कडेन करतले. तुमी अशें चिंतले रिजल्ट आयज तर हांव बरो खेळूंक ना जाल्यार घरा कडेन डॅडी नाल्यार मम्मी आपल्याक तापयतली, थंय चड फोकस आसतलो. ते विचार करनाका. तुमी आपलें काम करा, ग्रावंडार येयले की आपलें एन्जॉय करा क्रिकेट.
खुबशे जाणे पेरंटांनी म्हाका अप्रोच केलो की तुमी हांगा स्टार्ट कित्याक करनात. म्हणजे स्टार्ट करपाक कांय प्रॉब्लेम ना. आमचे कडेन बरे बरे कोचीस आसा, बरे प्लेयर आसा, रणजी प्लेयर. पूण हांगा ग्रावंडाची आमकां खूब त्रास जाता, स्पेशली पिचीक लागून. क्रिकेट पीच ही आमी जाली 10 वर्सां बोवाळ मारतात पूण आमच्या अजून कोण मनार घेनात की क्रिकेट ही पीच जाय. कित्याक हांगा खूब क्रिकेटीक टॅलंट आसा आनी प्रत्येकाक पेरंटाक किंवा भुरग्याक शक्य ना मडगांव वचून कोचिंग कॅम्प घेवपाक. त्या खातीर आमी चिंतलें की ह्या वर्सा कशें करून करया.
Margao Cricket Club President Aditya Angle said that the academy will provide free training to the poor youth who is interested in building their career in cricket.
मडगांव क्रिकेट क्लब जर तुमकां कितें मदत लागत किंवा केन्नाय आमचो ग्रावंड अवेलेबल आसत जाल्यार जाय आमी मॅच बसून भुरग्याची करन दिसली जाल्यार आमी करपाक रेडी आसा. बुवाई हांगा आसा. आमचो क्रिकेटीक लागून सदांच पुरेपूर तेंको आसा. आनी एक हांव सांगूंक सोदतां, आमचो मारगांव क्रिकेट क्लब हो CSR प्रोग्रामा अंडर थोडे भुरग्यांक फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट एड्युकेशन दिता क्रिकेटीचें. सो जर कोणी असो टॅलंटेड भुरगो जरी आसा आनी तुमकां दिसता ताका जर फायनान्शियल असो हाका लागून डिफिकल्ट जाता जाल्यार ताका अवश्य आमच्या MCC कडेन धाडचो. आमी तेजी फूल क्रिकेटीचे हाचे केअर घेतले.
Ramesh Naik Raut for GOA365 from Kunkoli.
Now for the weather. The rest of this week will see a few wet spells and a drop in maximum temperature by around 2 degrees Celsius. There may even be isolated thunderstorms with lightning in strong places today. Locals should remain prepared and maintain necessary caution in case of lightning.
As the southwest monsoons progress further into the Konkan belt, heavier rainfall is to be expected in the coming days. Even as the weather becomes turbulent, no fishermen warnings have been issued for the period until 5th June. Maximum and minimum temperatures are likely to hover around 34 degrees Celsius and 27 degrees Celsius respectively. Moderate rainfall forecast until the 5th. Thunderstorms accompanied with lightning, strong winds likely today. Maximum and minimum temperatures today 34 degrees Celsius and 27 degrees Celsius respectively. Maximum temperature to drop by 2 degrees Celsius in the next 2 days. Bureau Report, GOA365 with inputs from IMD.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365.tv. Follow us on Facebook, GOA365 TV. Take care, stay safe and keep watching GOA365.